We have just completed our first acquisition here at Ad Outreach, which is incredibly exciting. And in this video, I am going to outline what that process was like, what got me to this point, where we're looking to go in the future. And I want to teach you, what was this process like? How do we go about this? How do we go through this? I think it's gonna be a great learning lesson for you here. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm of course Aleric. I am the CEO of Ad Outreach, an 8-figure business that helps businesses learn how to scale and grow using video marketing and laser targeted ads. And in this video, I want to show you how we acquired our first company. Let's dive in. So before I dive into the actual acquisition itself, how that process worked, how the deal came about, I want to also go back because it's really important to know that when you're in the market for this type of thing, you need to be prepared. You need to have the knowledge of what's actually going to work to make an acquisition and make that possible. So one of my mentors, Roland Frazier, who's honestly one of the smartest people that I know, recently I got interviewed on his podcast, Business Lunch, which is incredible. And he actually has done a lot with M&A, mergers and acquisitions, right? He has acquired, scaled, exited over 40 different companies in his career. And he actually has a training program called LEGS, Leverage, Exit, Grow, and Scale, and also the EPIC program, Ethical Profits in Crisis, that both teach how to actually acquire businesses and then be able to scale them or build them in, roll them up, add them as a bolt-on, and then be able to add them to either your greater business or scale them up and exit them later, right? He has this whole process that's designed and engineered. And that's actually a training program that I had gone through to really teach me how this process worked. And one of the big things that I learned in this process is that really these deals of a lifetime come really every quarter. It's kind of funny, right? Every few months you get the deal of a lifetime. And so that's one of the things to look for, but you have to look for them. Because one of the things that's opened my eyes to is seeing everything as an opportunity, right? Seeing people who are in your own space. Maybe they could be clients, they might be competitors, they might be, businesses that you really don't even usually think about that could be a potential acquisition target. So I had already been prepped with this. I had gone through those trainings. I had really, learned from the mentorship of Roland. And we actually had one company that I almost went through the full process of acquiring. We actually had a 6-month process. I can't disclose the name of that company. It was a software-based company. We were going through the process, an incredible founder, incredible company. It just didn't end up working at the end, right? There were a couple things that we didn't quite 100% agree on, so we didn't end up actually going through the acquisition, although we still remain friends and still a great company. But that being said, we kind of went through this process, and that was about over a year ago, right? A year and a half ago. Went through about a 6-month process, looking and kind of going through, seeing if this is the business we want to acquire, having the conversations with the CEO, talking about what the game plan would be, talking about the process. And actually, that wasn't a full acquisition. That was actually going to be an earn-in equity deal. But that process taught me a lot about, how this works, how to take a look at different businesses, take a look at different opportunities, right? Understanding that you control either the price or terms. That's one of the big things Roland talks about, right? You either control the price of a deal or you control the terms of the deal. And whatever one you don't control, the other person's gonna control, right? So one person sets the price and the other person sets the terms, which is, how long does this, go through? Are there stipulations? That generally is how these deals work, except in the case where one side has a strong amount of leverage over the other, right? If you're, a seller and you have something that a buyer really wants, you have more leverage, maybe you can get both price and terms. Same thing if it's a distressed asset and the seller really wants to sell and you're the only buyer, then you can potentially have price and terms. But in general, one side controls the price, one side controls the terms. Now, in terms of this original deal that we had that didn't end up happening with the software company, going through that and looking at that, I had more control over the price, but less control over the terms, and ultimately that actually led to us not going through, with that partial acquisition. That being said, that actually led me to say, oh, wait a second, I want to build a software company. And that actually led me to building keywordsearch.com, a YouTube keyword research tool, YouTube ad spy tool. I have other videos that talk about kind of how I created that tool, how, the video I think is called How I Built a $1 Million SaaS in Under a Year, which is really cool. I recommend checking out that video because when I didn't end up acquiring this other SaaS product. I said, hey, you know what? I want to build a different type of SaaS instead. I want to get experience in this space, and I decided to go ahead, partner with a CTO, and build my very own SaaS product, keyword search, and still going strong today. We just rolled out a YouTube Ad Spy feature. We've got other videos here on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can see all the videos. And by the way, if you're finding this valuable, like this video. So now let's get into the acquisition that we just did, which is really exciting. So again, like I said, you got to be on the lookout. So that had primed me to be on the lookout for different opportunities. So I had one of my clients reach out to me, an incredible guy. One of our clients reach out to me, Ben, and he said, hey, I'm actually looking to potentially sell the business that I have because I'm focused on these other areas. And he's got some other incredible projects that he's working on, which is really awesome. And he had actually used our YouTube ad strategies as well as some other strategies for Facebook groups as well to grow and scale his business, do millions of dollars. He's done really well. He's actually one of the clients we love talking about. He's referred people to us. He's referred some of his clients to us. So we already had that great relationship with him in the program, with him being an amazing referral partner. And what he said is, hey, I'm looking to potentially, actually exit this and go over on your side. So what we did is we went back and forth. Ultimately, we agreed upon what we decided to agree upon. He kind of took the term side, which is a cash deal, and I took the price side. So we were able to come to an agreement and see, okay, this is where we want to be at with this deal. And we found a price that both of us agreed on, and we were able to go ahead and acquire the assets of his business. Now, this wasn't the full business itself. So there's different types of acquisitions, right? So instead of going in and acquiring an entire business, all the intellectual property, the domains, any employees or people, what we decided to say is, hey, what's most valuable to us is actually the email list, all of the people that were either clients or people who had submitted applications, people who were leads in the business, all the people he acquired through YouTube ads. So he has a lot of coaches, consultants, and course creators that we know that we can help with YouTube ads. So we can acquire that email list and the Facebook group they have. So 16,000 plus person email list, 4,000 person Facebook group. We were able to acquire those assets individually because I know that we're going to be able to help all of those people that came through his programs or came into his email list. We can then help them with our YouTube ads, our omnipresent retargeting, our video client strategies. Everything that we have is a perfect fit for the people that are already there. And he saw the exact same thing. He'd already been referring people to us. He was looking to step away from this business. We saw it as a perfect opportunity. So what he had previously done is train people how to build coaching, course, consulting style businesses and how to scale those using more organic methods, kind of the classic, like how to kickstart and grow initially. And what we're able to do is those people are our perfect clients for our YouTube ads programs, for our omnipresent retargeting trainings, for our inner circle mastermind, for everything that we're doing. We can help coaches, consultants, course creators scale their business to 7-8 figures or beyond using YouTube video ads, omnipresent retargeting, and our organic video clients strategies. By the way, if you want to learn those strategies, you can go ahead and take a look at some of our free trainings. I'll post those right at the top of the description. They'll be right down below, so you can check those out for yourself. But that's what we know how to be able to help clients with. So we realized that his list, all of these people, were perfect clients for us. But it's not just that it's perfect for us, it creates a win-win-win. He wins because he's able to step away, exit that business, the assets of that business, actually earn some money from the assets that he maybe wouldn't otherwise use. We win because we're able to grow, reach more new ideal clients. But then all the people on that list also win because they're not abandoned. They're given an opportunity to do something else, to continue to grow, and it creates a great win-win-win for everyone. And honestly, that's something that he really cared about and that I really care about. And I think that's one of the big reasons he decided to sell to us is because he went through our program. He's been a raving fan. He's seen the results with YouTube ads and literally scaling his business to millions of dollars using the strategies that we teach. He's already referred people to us. And now we can go out here and work directly with all the people that he already has, brought into his world, brought into his list, clients that he's already served, the people he's worked with. We can now help them through our program. So that is the story of my very first acquisition. This is something that's brand new. It's really, really exciting, something that I'm excited to do, not just with this, because it creates great win-win-wins, but in the future, especially with all the training, the mentorship I've received from Roland, the experience with this first acquisition, I'm looking to really do more acquisitions like this in the future. And actually, that's a great opportunity here as well. If you have a business, I'm especially looking in the info, coaching, consulting course-based space. If you have a business that maybe you're looking to exit or leave, it might be a good fit. You can, of course, let me know. I'll post a link to my email down below. It's hello@adoutreach.com. And you can send me an email there and we can see if that's a good fit or not. But this is something that's really exciting. I'm gonna keep you updated here. It's a big part of my future plans, what we're looking to do with Ad Outreach, with Adventures Capital, which I've mentioned a couple times on this channel. Maybe we have to make a whole video outlining the vision and strategy we have on that. I think that would be a great video here. So let me know in the comments down below if you wanna see more of my vision around how I'm planning to build a $1 billion company, which is the goal that we have beyond just Ad Outreach, really a $1 billion collection of companies that we're building. And a big key to that is gonna be strategic acquisition. So it's incredibly exciting. I'm so excited. Our very first acquisition, an amazing win-win-win. That's the journey. That's how it worked. Those are the lessons I learned along the way. And I'll keep you updated as we continue to grow and scale and have more just like this. So hopefully you found this video valuable. Be sure to like the video, share it with somebody else who will find it valuable as well. Let me know down in the comment section below if there's any other parts about acquisitions you want to see me talk about, right? I'll also post a link below with those resources if you are looking to scale your own business with YouTube ads, omnipresent retargeting, attracting high-paying clients through organic, or if you want to take a look at some of Roland's trainings as well, definitely recommend checking those out. Also his podcast, Business Lunch, he's really helped me with the acquisition side of things, one of my mentors, so recommend definitely taking a look at him as well. So it's very exciting, very first acquisition here, and we'll keep you updated as we continue to grow and scale Ad Outreach, all the lessons that I learn along the way. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications. You're not going to want to miss a video as part of our journey. I'll see you in the next one.